of the testimony here this morning. And just so that we have it very clear, no one has ever stipulated, promoted laws that do not deport drunk people, that do not deport rapists and murderers. Now, part of the problem is that it's been said here by some of my colleagues on the other side, enforce the law. Let me just suggest to everybody, this Congress and the government of the United States has not shown the political will nor committed the requisite resources to enforce our immigration laws. And I hear no one here who has come with a solution of enforcing and putting the requisite resources in order to enforce the immigration laws of our nation. And that the only way you really do that is by having comprehensive immigration reform. You either sweep millions and millions of people off the streets of the United States of America, which no one has ever proposed. So it's always a little disingenuous to me when people say if we'd only enforce the laws. Well, we're here every day, and I haven't heard the proposal, and I haven't seen the political will to do it. What I have seen, unfortunately, is the will to target and to victimize and to scapegoat a community of people. I have seen that readily here in the Congress of the United States, and it makes for great political points, but it doesn't resolve the problem and would not have saved your daughter's life. Now, under comprehensive immigration reform, we would have an opportunity to tell people, because here's what happens fundamentally. Those drunkards and those rapists and those murderers do most of their drunkenness, their murdering, and their raping in the very immigrant community in which they reside. And and you want to know who wants to get rid of them? The very immigrant community that lives there. But they cannot call the police. Because if they call the police, and we're going to be entering in a minute, we have cases of women who are abused by some of these undocumented drunkards, who abuse these women. And when the police are called, they deport the victim of the crime and not the perpetrator of the crime. So if they live, and they live among us, especially in the immigrant community, we need to have that relationship with the police that allows the community to defend itself and to rid our society of them. No one here, and I agree with Mrs. Treshant, they should go home. Better than go home, we should drive them home. We should ship them home. We should use any resources to make sure that they are not here. There are a community of people in this country, foreigners. Not all foreigners come here really as immigrants. Most people, as probably Mrs. Treshant has already expressed to us, come here as immigrants to work, to sweat, and to toil, to make their own future better, and by doing so, enriching us all. And then we have foreigners who come here as terrorists to bomb our buildings, who come here to do harm. They're foreigners, but I don't think we'd quite make them immigrants, because I think that would be kind of looking pretty badly on our tradition of immigrants that come here. So crime and immigration is an old story. The Irish were the dirty, filthy, criminal element that was coming to undermine America. Well, it gave us a President Kennedy.
It gave me me.
Thank you. You know, if it were the turn of the century, we could read in the New York Times, only by the rule of law could we help to control these people, referring to the Italians. You know, they were wrong about the Irish. They were wrong about the Italians to tarnish them all because of a few. And they're wrong today to tarnish a whole immigrant community because of the actions of a few that I wish to get rid of. And let me just end, because I don't want to take an extra minute, which has been given to everybody. I mean, the gentleman from Iowa suggests to us and suggests to Mr. Mora that he should be checking the immigration status of people. Let me just tell you, that really is shocking to me. Am I supposed to check when I go to church, those who sit in the pews with me in church, and check their immigration status? Am I supposed to go and shop and check their immigration status? Every day we walk into hotel rooms across this country, we eat grapes, we eat fruit, we eat meats that are cut in meat packing plants, and we all know who has done that work. Undocumented workers here in this country
The gentleman's
benefit.
time
I would
has-
ask 15 seconds.
The gentleman is granted by unanimous consent, and there's 15
I
seconds.
just need additional. We all benefit, and we show a blind eye. A blind eye, Mr. Trashant, that I share with you as a father of 2 daughters. Your testimony is to me. I thank you for bringing your testimony here. But I suggest to you that if we refer to them simply as bandidos, as you referred in your testimony, it does not help to solve the problem. I want no more daughters like you're killed by people in our country. I want to work to a solution, and I thank you for your testimony.
Gentleman's time has expired. I would recognize